Guys, today we're going to look at graphing the equation of a vertical line, or writing an equation for a vertical line and writing an equation for a horizontal line. But I first want to begin by writing an equation for this line here in the picture. So let's look at this line. To be able to write an equation, there's two things I need to know. I need to know the slope and I need to know the y-intercept. Dadgum phone. I don't know where I was. I want to throw that thing out the window. Okay, so back to maybe where I was. I don't know. We need to find the slope and we need to find the y-intercept. So it's really easy to find the y-intercept. It's really easy to find the slope too, but it's especially easy to find the y-intercept because we're just looking for where the line crosses the y-axis. So I can see that it's crossing the y-axis here at 3. So that's the b in the equation, y equals mx plus b. The b is the y-intercept, and here my b is 3, so I'm just going to replace it. I want to keep x as x, I want to keep y as y, but now I need to find my m, and m, you may recall, is the slope. So let's find the slope. I go up 1, up 2, up 3, over 1, 2, 3. 3 over 3, we know, is nothing more than 1. Well, we really don't have to write a 1 there. We don't need to write a slope of 1. We just write it as y equals x plus 3, and my slope is understood to be 1. So we just wrote the equation of a line. So what I want to talk about is then how do we write the equation of a line that is vertical? Let's think about this here. If I have a line that looks like this, passes through a point here and a point here, how would I write an equation for that line? We can see this is a vertical line. So what I need to do first is find the slope of the line. Well, remember our puff, puff positive, our nice negative as he skis down the slope. And this is 0 fun. Well, this is the undefined as he falls off the edge of the cliff, right? This is the part that we don't want to go over if we are skiing on a ski slope. We do not want to go over the edge of a cliff. That would not be fun. We probably wouldn't live to tell about it, right? So again, we can prove this mathematically that the slope is undefined. We'll do that real quick. Remember, slope is change in y over the change in the x coordinate. So is there a change in y? Yeah, my y went from 1 down here to -2, so it changed by 1, 2, 3 units. So my change in y from this point to this point was 3, but look at my change in x. It was 0. Well, we know that we cannot divide by 0. We're going to get an error. So that is why the slope of a vertical line is undefined. So if we think about y equals mx plus b, we can't write undefined for m. That doesn't work. So how do I write an equation? Well, the other part of this is the b. The y-intercept. Where is this line going to cross the y-intercept? It's never, ever, ever going to cross my y-axis, is it? So there is no y-intercept. So how do I write an equation of this line? Well, if you think about it, all of these points on the line have the same x coordinate. X is 2 when y is 0. X is 2 when y is 1. X is 2 when y is 2. X is 2 when y is -2. So no matter where I am on this line, the x value is equal to 2. So this is how we write an equation for a vertical line. X equals a number. In this case, if I'm looking at this blue line here, how would I write the equation of this line? Well, x is always equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter where I'm at on this line. My x is equal to 5. So the equation of this line would be x equals 5. If I was to look at a line over here, doesn't matter where I am on this line, the x value is at -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the equation of this line is x equals -8. So that is how we write the equation of a vertical line. So then how do you think we write the equation of a horizontal line? Well, again, we're going to use that same logic that we used with this vertical line. Let's look at a horizontal line and let's see what we can come up with. So we'll make it pink. I've got a horizontal line here that passes through this point and this point. There's my horizontal line. We can see it has the coordinates at -3 is the x coordinate and the y coordinate is -1. So -3, -1. Let's write these points down here. -3, -1. And let's look at the coordinates of this point here. It's over here at 2, -1. Okay, well, and let's also look, where does this one cross the y-axis? It crosses here at -1. So we know that b equals -1. So remember, to write an equation, we need the slope, we need the y-intercept, and with the vertical line, we didn't have either. We knew that the slope was undefined. Most of our vertical lines only one vertical line would cross the y-axis, and it wouldn't actually cross it. It would be lying on the y-axis. So that would be y equals 0, or x equals 0. Sorry, x equals 0 would be the equation of that line. So anyway, we had x equals the number. Well, with the vertical or with a horizontal line, we can find the slope. We know that this has 0 steepness, right? The slope is 0. We can prove it mathematically by doing the change in the y coordinate. Let's see here. I can scroll down here. Change in y over change in x. So we've got -1 minus a -1, which is nothing more than -1 plus 1, which is nothing more than 0, over -3 minus 2. -3 minus 2 is -5. 0 divided by -5 is 0. So the slope of my line is 0. The y-intercept is -1. And so let's look at this. 0 times any number is going to be 0. So no matter what, this is going to be 0. 0 take away 1 is always just -1. So the equation of this horizontal line here is y equals -1. Let's look at another one. If I was to put a line here, what is the equation of this line? Well, again, we can use the same logic and say, okay, well, the slope is 0. There's no steepness. It crosses the y-axis at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could write y equals 0x plus 5, but we know that every time that's just going to go to 0, so it's y equals 5. So let's kind of summarize what we discovered here today. When I had a vertical line, let's see if I can find the home row keys without being able to see the keyboard. A vertical line, the equation is y equals a number or x equals a number. It's going to be x equals a number because it always passes through, trying to find the number. I don't know which one's the number sign. Anyway, so it's x equals a number. If it's a horizontal line, again, I got to find my home row keys. I just love when my lights shut off on me. Horizontal line is always going to be x equals some number. Let's see if I can, there it is. A vertical line is x equals a number. A horizontal line is y equals a number. And think about that. A horizontal line crosses the y-axis. So it's wherever that line crosses the y-axis is the equation of the line. A vertical line is going to cross the x-axis. So the equation is wherever the x crosses, or wherever that line crosses the x-axis is equal to that number. So again, I hope that made sense. Sorry that my light went out again. It drives me nuts that it goes off after like 10 minutes of me sitting here making a video, but that's life. Here it is. So here's your video for today. I hope it made sense. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I miss you guys. I hope you're having a great day. See ya.